So we arrived came between with the Sophia dragons and Mark's Dragon Blue, and we in space. I suspect we're waiting for a ship or a shuttle to come by to pick us up. Correct. Karen, that was okay. Are you going to tell me whether it's a shuttle or a ship, or do I get to be surprised? Surprised. Typical. Oh, oof. It's always so intense. A wormhole just opened and a ship came out of hyperspace. Is that the ship we're waiting for? It is. Okay, good. Good. That means we get to go in the cargo hold. Correct? Yes. We get to go in the cargo hold of this one. Good, good, good. All right. It has stopped and we are flying around to the cargo hold. And entering the cargo hold. Okay. I apologize, guys, if I'm yawning a lot today. My vibration's down a little, so this is challenging me. Gilly, are we in this universe? Yes. Are we in the Milky Way galaxy? No. Are we in the Andromeda Council Galaxy? Yes. Okay. Galaxy, which would also challenge me. Okay. And cargo hold doors are closing. The Sophia dragons came in with us too. They dimmed their light to fit in here. And blue. There's Galilee. I'm sliding off of Galilee. Galilee, hello, namaste. Namaste to you and Mark. Hello. And Kari is here. Hello, namaste. Villam. Hi. So good to see you. Ambassador. Thank you for being here. Kassandr, Ambassador Kassandr is here. Are we here for a meeting or conference? A meeting. Today. Mark, you're...
Namaste.
Did you want to say hello?
Yes. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our co-creation together, bring the information that is needed across.
Okay. There's a... Namaste, Mark. We're so glad you could join us today. All right. So, just as we're walking up the wait a second, we're going up out of the cargo hold. Are we in an Andromeda Council to go through one of the chambers to put a special field on our Andromeda Council? It's an initiative, Karen. You'll be fine in this environment. Okay, good. Thank you. I just want to note to everybody as we're walking that April has been a challenging month for my schedule. And we had to go back in time to collect this information. Just wanted to give you a heads up on. can go between time, and we can go back to when we're needed to be at a place. So I guess we're a type of time traveler, right, Mark?
Oh, yes.
I just realized that.
So part of the dragon abilities.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. Okay. Well, in a way, that's what shamans do too, when they can go back and see a past life or forward and see a future life. So, okay, we are walking through some hallways, and we headed Galilee. Is this going to be a big conference or a small group? Small group today. Okay. So there's no mission happening today. No, nope. That's why the Sophia Dragons came into the cargo hold. Okay. They're not going to be scrambling anything for us. Nope. Not today. We don't need them to triangulate and scramble. Okay. We're headed into a room. It's a typical conference room with about 50 seats. An oval table with 50 seats. Commander Zillion. Hello. Namaste. Oh, he's kneeling and hugging me. Hello. It's good to see you. Hello, Mark and Karen.
Namaste.
I haven't been able to talk to you recently. We've been in meetings where I had other responsibilities. So it's good to be able to be here with you today. Yes, it is. There are other beings coming in. Oh, Galilee. Aren't these the beings we saw at the last meeting in the other universe? Yes, Karen. They're here to make a report on what's happening in their respective planets and systems that the light kosher food has been placed in. Okay.
Great. I love it. Love it.
Yeah. This is wonderful. Okay. All right. So, as the room is filling up, here's some from our universe. They're humanoid types coming in and filling up the space. The room just opened up and expanded. There's other beings
just
here
love
as
the
well.
way they do things.
Yeah, really. They hit a button. Walls come open. So nice. Or screen pops up. Everybody understands the language. Yes. Okay. And guess what's happening? Those screens are coming up. And we're being blocked off so that our language can be heard. So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool. All righty. And we're in here. Sari, you are here.
Oh, great. Namaste.
Yeah, we have Sari as well. And it looks like Ambassador Kassandr is sitting with another group that is a contingent from, they have the uniforms on from the Andromeda Council. So I can tell that they're all Andromeda Council group. Wow, this is fun. All right. So, light beings here. He just came in. I'm just bowing. Namaste. And he's bowing to the whole group. I know he's not bowing just us, but yeah, I think he felt it. He just turned towards us. He felt it. Okay. Namaste, everyone. We are happy that you are here today. We thank you for request and coming back to share with us some of your results. We look forward to learning the results of what's going on for you in your world. Are we still in the statistics that we hope to see, that this light quotient energy is supporting and expanding rather than causing discord and chaos? That is our main focus today. Before we expand the use of this further, it is causing an acceleration to ascension and not causing any disruptions to that intention. We are putting up some graphs for you to show you the results. And as long as information that you've been coming in and is accurate, we see our positive results. We have talked to some of you who have had some concerns in your environment. You've had some concerns with fights happening around receiving this product. Unfortunately, there are some beings who have been greedy about the product. Fortunately, most cases it is not that way. That the people have become so advanced in ascension and are willing to collaborate and co-create and be cohesive instead of just wanting it to be only in their hands. So studying that more fully, who are the beings that are taking this product and wanting to use it for self-service and use it as a means of control? What is their DNA? What race and species are they? What planet are they from? We are collecting more data to make sure that we decipher who is using this with the empowerment of ascension and who is using this with the purpose of control. So we have had some negative results. However, look at these graphs. Are minute in comparison to the positive results. Now, I have another that I want to show you, which is very intriguing to us. There were planets that we could not introduce this source to. We felt that those planets were and too much a 3D environment for starvation, destruction, would be abused and not used for ascension. Instead, we created some contingents within those planets that would utilize this source of energy through intention and meditative practices, bringing it through to the water, soil, air, the roots of the trees and the plants, and in the water systems. Something that they would radiate it out as they were doing their everyday meditations or eating and sending it through all food sources. we felt that that would be a way to initially introduce it to those planetary systems, but also we were curious to find out if intent was just as powerful as actually having the product. Could the intent of focusing on this energy source have it expand into the field of the planet and the atmosphere and ionosphere? And these are the results that we can show you from the planets that we have initiated it through that way. Now, you can see the graph results are not in any way, shape, or form the same. The actual source of food caused a much greater expansion than the intent of the energy. However, the intent has shown positive results. And when we're studying this, we're looking at how many beings are creating this intent. Right now, we don't have a lot of sources on these planets, which makes this graph quite feasible. That if we expanded the number of sources that are creating this intent and sending this energy through the water system, the soil, and the air, that we would have a much greater result, and it would look similar to the graph of those of you actually drinking the product. All told, these results have proven to be very exciting. We are very happy with this result in 30 days. We're only talking a month that we have been working on this in some of your systems. For some of you, it's been 6 months, depending on your time-space continuum. For others, it's been 2 weeks. And for some, it's been 30 days. It depends on your planetary system and your gravitational force and magnetic force on your planet. Again, we are very happy with these results. They are showing that this energy will expand and can create a shift in dimensionality, a shift in consciousness, a shift in the flow of how things are progressing. And what we want to say to all of you present today, whether you're here virtually or in person, use both of these. For those of you who have the drink, add the intent to your practice as well, because you can expand it even greater with the intent. For those of you who only have the intent, we ask that you create more opportunities to use the intention. If you're not doing it every day, add every day to your process and your meditation procedures, because there's enough results here to show that it's highly valuable and highly worthwhile. It can cause a shift on your planetary systems and move forward the ascension process. It will, extrapolate's not the right word. It will speed up the ascension process. I can't think of the right word for that, guys, but you get the gist. Okay. So let us continue with the information we've received. What you're seeing in front of you now are MRI results. And you can see from the multiple pictures that we have here of the brain before and the brain after. And it's lighting up. It's turning on all your DNA potentials. It's just lighting up every single being that took that drink. We're so excited to see that it's also expanding DNA potentials. Because let's face it, every single one of you, all of your planets have been seeded. The genetic farmers have been very active through the decades and centuries in seeding all of you. And as each universe expands and becomes anew and creates new energy and new planets and new solar systems, it keeps expanding and expanding and expanding and extrapolating out the DNA for each of you as your species keeps evolving into these new solar systems and universes. So what we're seeing here is that all of the DNA potentials are lighting up. And because of the high vibration, they're all lighting up in a positive way. So the negative DNA potentials are not getting turned on. We weren't sure if that would be the case. And what we're seeing is, it is. That's very exciting news for us to see. This is such a great way to step fully into the power of who we are as light beings. It's a wonderful way for all of you to fully understand who you are and what you're capable of. And as this expansion occurs, we will see this be the new norm of what is the DNA used and the gene codes and specifics used to create the new solar systems and universes. As energy expands upon itself, it will continue to expand from this point of reference, from this ascension frequency, and that will just keep evolving. They're just flipping through and flipping through and flipping through images over and over and over of beings from the MRIs that are showing how greatly their whole brain is lit up. The joy factor is huge. Huge. There you go, Mark. We need to just start filling our own bodies with this energy every day to shift to the joy factor. Wow. Wow. The images are just...
Most definitely.
I will let my friend talk about the additional information he has concerning his bases. I welcome Commander Zillion to discuss how this is affecting the reptilian species and their DNA potential. Hello, namaste, everyone. Thank you once again for welcoming us here and being a part of this amazing opportunity. He's showing slides, and as you can see, this is the Draco we initially told you about last month. You can see these are the MRIs that we've taken since he started. This is at your 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, and year. You can see how greatly he has expanded in consciousness. We have now added another Draco who has joined our ranks. And you can see that he is also starting to expand his abilities and step into a love-based consciousness versus the hate and fear consciousness that reptilians were programmed for. I can share with you many others of the individuals working in our bases who are just thrilled with the outcome. The vibrancy, the health, the strength, the compassion, kindness, loving intent, the joy, and the laughter that we are seeing in our bases was never believed possible before. Oh, he's running some video. Oh my gosh. Oh, you just see people laughing and playing together, and the camaraderie. Oh, and they're having like parties together, and games that are not competitive and destructive. They're fun and playful. Everybody wins. Oh, and the Dracos. Oh my goodness gracious. They just love playing with the kids. Yes, it's startling, isn't it, to see Dracos playing with children instead of eating them. We're still in awe. We're still amazed. And we can honestly tell you, we have them monitored because, you know, for centuries we've waited for the other shoe to drop, where they were manipulative and they would tell us one thing and then, boom, they would destroy everything and everyone. We have them monitored because we don't ever want to take the chance of putting these children in danger. But they have across the board, without a blip, stayed in a very positive, loving stance. We've been wanting to test the waters to see, what if we take them off of the drink? Will that change? Unfortunately, when we ask for volunteers to go off of the drink, no one will volunteer. That speaks volumes. They're all so happy with the way they feel. They don't want to begin to take the chance of going back to the way they used to feel. So unfortunately, I have no data concerning someone going off of it. And honestly, I thought about going off of it just to see, but as a leader, I'm not willing to take that chance either. So I'm staying on the drink. If we get people who are willing to, we will, but we will not force anyone to stop taking the drink if they choose to stay on it. So that is our great news. We would invite anybody here, if you have any beings within your ranks that are willing to be control subjects, that will go off and see how going off of it affects their brain. Do they lose the empowerment that they received? Does it stay the same? Does it start to reverse? We don't know that. And so if anyone wants to take that back to their teams and you get somebody who agrees to go off of it, please let us know. But we would ask you, for the greatest good, do not force anyone to give it up. It has to be a choice for the test results to truly be effective, because forcing it could alter the brain waves in just that disempowerment. And it might have nothing to do with the drink. It would have to do with being forced to do something. So we ask you in the greatest good to only take willing people and beings to choose to go off of it to see what happens. And if everyone wants to stay on it, by all means, continue. Thank you. Namaste. He's stepping aside and light beam is coming back. That is our good news for today. We are very happy with this update. We would like to individually meet with all of you and look at what's next in your expansion process. So we will be going around to all the different teams. We have groups that will be working with you, and definitely Commander Zillion and I will be talking with each one of you as we go around the field. So, or one of the team members. Thank you for being here today, and we will be in touch with further updates. And what we can say is, welcome to Ascension. We are thrilled with these results, and we look forward to more great results. Namaste. Everyone is bowing. Oh, this is so exciting, isn't it, Mark?
Most definitely.
Yes. Galilee, are we... there's Commander Kassandr. Okay, great. They just lowered the shield between us and the Andromeda Council group so that we can all talk as one. Ambassador Kassandr is saying, I am the representative that will be talking to the two groups here that we have. And what I want to say, first of all, is that I'm looking at two different groups that have done two different processes. So we have a group here that has been utilizing the drink, and we have two teams here that have been utilizing intent. And what we can say is most definitely the drink is the greatest expansion. I am proud to say that the groups that have been using the drink in the Andromeda Council Galaxy have all been expansive. We haven't had any manipulative, control-oriented beings here. So I thank you and I honor you all for that you are using this in the intent it was made for as an expansion of consciousness and ascension for all. The two groups that have been using it in their planetary systems as intent. What we want to say is the results are small at this point. We were hoping that there would be greater expansion. However, we see some results, which encourages us that we can do more with intent to expand it more greatly and bring it into a more dominant pattern on your planet. We know that there is a lot of negativity on your planet. There are forces that are fighting this tooth and nail. But as we've said before, we truly believe that as you intend for it to flow into your water and your root systems and your soil and air, that even those dark forces are going to be transformed, same as the Dracos and the Reptilians. So, what we ask you to do, again, expand your opportunity to bring this energy forward. Expand the thought process and consciousness fields with this energy. For those of you who know how to work with creation and light and your emanation fields, add this energy to those sources. Let it flow through them. Let it flow through those connections. For those who are working with the matrices on your planet, flow it through the matrices. That hasn't been intended yet. We're very curious to see what will happen if you do that. Will it break apart the matrices? Will it create a shift in the matrices being used for dark purposes or move it to light purposes? We're very curious. And if you're willing to work with us, we'd very much like to see those results coming forward. Questions? Mark, do you have a question?
Where do you see in the plan for Terra and our planetary system?
Terra is one of the ones that has been a low shift. There hasn't been a great change in Terra. And we were hoping you would start working with the emanation field. You and Karen would work with the webs. We know that you've been doing work with the matrices, and we feel that this would be an added benefit to use for those. Run the energy through the matrices.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah. My thought on that, Ambassador, is that if we do that, I see it either crumbling the matrix and dissolving it, or shifting the matrix to connect to the light web. Exactly.
Remember the creation alchemy that we've been talking about, Karen. So that's something that we can work on from that angle as well.
Exactly, Mark. Exactly. Okay, I'm on board. That sounds good to me. Now, I was sensing something, Commander, Ambassador. Kassandr. Yeah, I was sensing something about inner Earth, and I don't know if the other planets here have an inner Earth as well. Why was I getting to connect with inner Earth? As a reminder, connect with inner Earth and the beings that are meditating with you. Remember to pull them into your meditation practices. It will help you to triangulate the work as well.
And remember, they already have the high light quotient food there, so it's just a matter of bringing that vibration to the surface.
Exactly, Mark. Mark, I hadn't thought of that. Thank you. That's a really good point. That's an excellent point. Carrie, do you want to add something to that? I do. Thank you both for bringing that up. Yes, we are using the light quotient food. We've got the energy in inner Earth. So the other thing that we would like to offer is to literally pull it, to see it and pull it up through the caverns in Earth and bring it out into the surface, into the air, water, soil. Are you sending it that way? I mean, can you also send it up to us as you're drinking it or you're holding it? Can you send it to and intend it into all of those areas, because you're part of Earth. You can honor Earth that way, can't you? We can. We can. We have not been doing that yet, and that is the practice that we promise put into place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can assist us by also pulling it forward. Will do.
Yeah. We'll be co-creating that with you, as you know. Thank you. I must say.
Excellent. Excellent. I have no other questions, Mark. Do you? Actually, I just thought of one. I just heard education. How do we use this energy for the educative system, the pharmaceutical, medical system, the governments, war-torn areas of hunger and poverty? How do we use it the most dominant, effective way in those scenarios? Karen, that is a good point. In Earth, we can start to focus on those areas and send the light kosher food there with our intent of love and light in that area. We can add that to our practice. Okay. Mark and I can add it to our practice and project it, sort of like Reiki energy. Wouldn't it be like projecting Reiki energy to a source?
Well, let's work with the creation alchemy and emanation fields that the high likelihood quotient foods represent and are. Sort of bring it through the creation field of our planet and work with it from that perspective. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, good. That's a perfect angle for you to work from. What can the average person who's listening to this, how can they best project it? Curry, Ambassador, can you share that perspective? Because, Mark, they're not going to understand it from your perspective.
Okay.
What's the elementary way of understanding this? Curry is saying they can send it through prayer. The prayer, the intention, the Reiki. Connect the light energy, for those who know Reiki, connect it to the Reiki energy and send it that way. But you can send it as a prayer. You can take it as a gift in meditation. Just feel it coming from us. Put it in your hands and blow it out. Whatever image works for you, with the intent and using the light quotient food energy statement, you can send it. You can intend it the same as you would healing energy in a prayer. Same concept. Great. Everybody knows how to do that already. So it's just a matter of adding light quotient food energy. Is that the right verbiage? It is. Ambassador saying it is. That is the energy. That is the verbiage that will connect to that energy source. Hey, great. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Is there anything else we need to know for Terra at this time, for Earth? No, that is it. Thank you so much for being here, Ambassador saying. I now will work with the other two groups. Okay. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.
All right. Galilee and Curie and Villam and Suri are staying with the other two groups. Okay. Curie, do you need to stay with the other two groups? Should we say goodbye here? No, I will follow you out. Okay. we're heading out, and I'm looking for Commander Zillion. He's in other groups. I wanted to say goodbye. But we got to say hi. That was important. All right. And we're walking back down to the cargo hold. Oh, that's such exciting news. Curry and Galilee.
Definitely.
I'm so excited. And I'm really excited about this way that we can expand the usage of it.
Most definitely.
Have been a little slack at sending it out and working with it. So I'm thrilled with the results we got so far for the little bit that I've used it. So now, if I start using it every day, we should see some really great results.
Definitely.
And most definitely, we want to make sure we ask everybody listening to join us in this mission. It can only serve. It's showing that it's not harmful. If we intend it in the right ways, in the right places, as an intention, Galilee and Curry, do you see any way it can be used for control and manipulation? No, we do not. As a drink, it can be, but we see absolutely no way that it can be used for harm as an intention. The same as Reiki can't be used for harm as an intention. If you're using the verbiage correctly, it will only serve. Prayers can go both ways depending on what's spoken and what the electrical force field is that's sent with the prayer. If you really just talk about, like Quotient food energy, you are sending positive ascension light. Okay? That's good to know.
Sounds good.
I'm really looking
forward to working on this with each of you and to assist in the ascension of Terra and our planetary system and beyond.
I really feel that this is an answer to our earlier question of how we can shift what's happening on Earth in a greater way. I feel that this is the answer to that earlier question that we asked God. So that
definitely.
was pre this recording. So we definitely heard it from two different sources now, and it's exciting. The potentials are so exciting, especially after seeing those graphs and seeing how much expansion has already happened within a month of beings using this. It's just super exciting.
Most definitely.
Oh, thank you, Galilee. Thank you, Curry. We so greatly appreciate all the meditation groups in Inner Earth, Curry, and how they are supporting us. And she's saying the two of you connect anytime you need it. Anybody listening today, if you're feeling down and out, if you're feeling overwhelmed by what's happening on the planet, ask for our assistance. We can assist you, as well as the other sources that you look towards. But know that we are a source as well. We understand the energies have been intense on planet Earth, and it's easy to get caught up in the chaos of it all. To get caught in the storm of the media and the upsets and the wars and the poverty and all the turmoil and the criminality that's happening on the planet. We understand. So we are here to support you always. Please call on us as well. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Blessings to all.
All right. I am back on Galilee, and I will be heading out. So everyone, thank you for listening, and thank you for joining us on this mission to bring forth this beautiful ascension energy and how greatly it can force us to shift what's going on Earth and raise us from 3D faster into 5D. Of course, we always want to pray for the ease of letting go of 3D and all of the disruptive practices that are unsustainable. We want to make sure that we concentrate on that as well. But this will allow us to shift in a far greater, easier, smoother fashion than what's been happening. And so we're very thankful for that. You can find information out about Mark on the bottom of the show notes. And you can go to my website, KarenCressman.com. The links are in the YouTube channel, and find me there and my work. A lot has been coming up about pain bodies and how to release pain bodies and step forward in a higher vibratory field that 3D can't connect to and mess with. The more that we raise our frequency and our vibration, 3D can't connect, can't be there. We're too high a vibration. Right. And we need to get rid of the pain bodies and the post-traumatic stress syndromes that we've experienced in this lifetime and many other lifetimes. So both of us do work around that to help you release that. And we know that that's really crucial right now. That's coming up for a lot of people. So we thank you. Reach out to us, and please like, subscribe. That is the way we get this conversation out to more people and get more people enrolled in helping us shift the ascension process through intent. Namaste, amen, aho, thank you, and until next month, goodbye for now.
Namaste.